Aquarius, welcome back for your twin flame update. This video is for now to the 16th of November. I'll be doing another update after, due to the fact that Venus will be going direct and Mercury will be going retrograde. Also, there's some energy coming through with Saturn, which can be quite rebellious energies. A lot of the transmissions of what we're getting within the twin flame collective and our transformation, our ego, you know, all these things that are stumbling blocks are directly transforming, and there is a rushed energy coming through in a frequency. So I've pulled the cards ahead of time. Should I need to pull clarifiers, I will. If you're needing a booking, the link is below. Also, the new channel that I'm going to be launching in January on the 1st, the information also will be down there, but there'll be more to come in relation to what the channel will be about. But it'll be zodiac signs per zodiac sign within the twin flames, similar to this but larger in scale. Now, the energy that's coming through, although it's a temporary energy, a lot of meditation is coming through in fear-based consciousness of how can this journey move forward. You know, what has happened between us, what's happened with other people in our lives, how do we feel now about our given spiritual path and what is correct and what's not. It's also any frequencies you had in relation to your twin, good and bad, and really having a look at it, but it can be fear-based frequencies coming through. It can be that you're very concerned about your finances or investing and really wanting more out of a situation than is ready to give, or vice versa, however it directly relates. Also, if you are separated, it's feeling this separateness to connections and really wanting this deep spiritual connection with someone, and it's almost this awareness of perhaps how your frequency was previously and how it's evolved and how other people projected that element to you, perhaps your twin, perhaps you, and then other people, and really meditating upon that and gaining closure and understanding with it. You also are looking at where, you know, effort was put on your side, effort was put on your counterpart, your twin flame side. And definitely, you know, where this is going, how you can get it off the ground, if in fact you want to, if in fact in previous connections similar things weren't as balanced as you'd like to. But really understanding that in order for that to happen, it really needs to be at that level of give and take. Now, whatever is going to happen very quickly. And again, it is very passion, frequency, energy. So I will look at your fire house and see what's coming through in that domain. You'll understand as the read goes on. Okay, so your twin flames energy. And again, energies can bounce back and forward. We are meditating upon our past, not just our twin flame connection. So two frequencies can come through, if not several. Okay, they're wanting a fresh start within their life. It might be they're ready to take a leap of faith. Also meditating upon, you know, do they do that? They're really looking at the work or the stability that they have, if they do, and if they're needing to do anything in that domain. Really looking back on the past as well of where stability was, where it wasn't, and gaining clarity in that. There is an aspect of loneliness going on, so it is this longing, really wanting to reach for it, but not noticing. You know, some of them might want to walk away from what no longer connects with them. Others, you know, are really reaching for one thing and thinking it's got to be a particular way, but understanding through this process that it didn't quite look the way they thought it would. So disillusionment in some shape. But they're really trying to prepare themselves, you know, replenish their soul, cleanse their soul, and feel how they feel within the lonely frequency. And even in a connection, we can feel that. And I think a realization of that's coming through. It may be that they are wanting to have a romantic connection. And again, it doesn't really come down to masculine or feminine. Directly speaking, counterpart frequency is wanting romantic connections and meditating upon that. What it looks like, what it is, how they can bring it, how they can receive it. In the heart of the matter between the both of you, it can be that employment is impacting the both of you, as well as really whatever you've put into it is, you know, the mindset of what we put in is what we're going to get out. A lot of times we're actually quite blocked by that notion because love is love. It's not a, how do I put it? The paradigms of twin flame connections really reshapes the way you look at relationships. Traditional relationships do not fall into the paradigm of twin flame. So many of the egoic states we believe connections to be is really being purged in this situation. Any notions you had of, if I put in, I'm going to get out, is really going by the wayside. And gradually, the ego in a nasty way is being humbled. So it never really dies. We always have the ego, but we're aware of it to use as a warning system over a controlling system. It can be legalities and contracts you're looking at, especially the soul contract you hold with each other, as well as anything in your own lives of what's balanced and what's fair. And again, Venus retrograde does come to mind of this transit where clarity is coming. You're really wanting to cut through, and there is a recuperation frequency coming through for the both of you. You know, both of you have gone through adversity in your life, and you're trying to make the best of your life situation where it stands to move forward at a frequency. Okay, Aquarius, on your side, there is going to be upheaval, and it will come without warning. So be prepared for what's to come, but it's setting you on the correct course. Got an itchy nose. Also, what I am seeing is a lot of us, if we're thinking we've made a decision in relation to where we're going, that may change by the 16th. So try and delay making any major decisions connected to the heart until after that date. Between you, really no manipulation remaining any longer. Coming to a place where it's give and take and balanced. And your counterpart's energy within their life is wanting to be free without any egoic blocks. So free from anything that hindered them or prevented them from being themselves to the core. It's a bit like an onion, really, isn't it? Now, in the 3D, what is coming through for Aquarius? Okay, I'm hearing pride comes before a fall. So even if they're not wanting to change certain dynamics, you or counterpart, you know, your mindset might be saying twin can't evolve, or you can't evolve, or everything stays the same. You being stuck in a frequency helps you to understand to deal with that purge and that frequency of a belief system. But it's also helping you come to a place where any indecisions you may have still remaining, it's going to give you the clarity, because it may be an awkward frequency to be in. Any aspects of unforgiving things are going to come down to you in a sense where you'll get downloads or you'll get triggered and you may be purging. So it's really going to hold you down till you can actually raise your frequency up. It's not that you're not on track. It's that this is going to happen during this time to help you understand and move forward. Now, what's up in the air in an aspect of manifestations, your beliefs, your hopes and dreams is you don't know when it's coming, but you know there's going to be a change of plans. You also know there may be... You're concerned that people might talk, but you're still going to do it anyway. But you're concerned about it. You're meditating upon it. Now, in your passion-based frequency of, you know, whether you're using the Band-Aid effect or whether you're directly dealing with conflict and, you know, are you using your sacral chakra to manifest in things that are positive for your life? You're being cautious with money. So it might be that you're tapering your frequency and you're not in that... You're not allowing the ego to control you when it comes to not getting back on track. So for some of you, it might be that your finances have been a direct block to your self-esteem related issues very separately to the connection, but that can also hinder the connection. Also your abundance of where you placed it. So it may be due to past tense hurts. You're being very cautious about how you connect in and very mindful that perhaps some of you, knowing that it's Venus retrograde, you're being mindful of how you're seeing things, really creating healthy boundaries and being cautious but not closed off as such. Okay, so what made you emotional, or where your emotions lay in your fear-based frequencies or your higher self of what it's telling you is where people manipulated you in the past and where it directly impacted you and where you don't wish for that to happen again. So again, it is your understanding of the fear-based frequency within the connection, but you're also aware of what you want to be in the future. Definitely between you, it seems like a lot is coming through in a sense of clarity to the both of you. Okay. Aquarius, on your side at the moment, you're taking the very mature approach, and it may be also you might be meditating upon a karmic frequency of a person who you were connected to before, and do you go down that path? Others of you, it might be, is your counterpart with a karmic. Clarification is coming through that no, that is going. Between you, there is hope. Okay, so something's going to transform to give you hope in your own lives or directly together. With your counterpart's energy, they're going to be happy about what's to come. But again, I will be doing an update on the 16th. I don't want to go further till we kind of live in that frequency, because it's going to give us some clarity. And then from there, I'll tune into the energy just prior to the 16th to see what is actually coming forward for us for the rest of the month. If you're needing a booking, the link is below. Otherwise, come through and join the live sessions on Yildiz readings for the twin flame updates. Especially during this time, we're going to need the support while we're making major decisions. This transit, really with our mindset, is going to affect the next 12 years of our lives. So love and light, and I'll see you soon.